Archangel Michael says, "Your name echoed through chambers not of this earth." It wasn't whispered, it was declared boldly before heavenly judges. The court of heaven has reviewed your pain, your silence, your loyalty, and ruled in your favor. The stars stood still for a moment as the decree was spoken. A powerful voice thundered through realms, delivering justice on your behalf. You may not have heard it in your ears, but your soul felt the tremble. There were forces hoping to silence you forever, but they were overruled. What was meant to bury you has now become the reason heaven is raising you. This moment is not ordinary, it is spiritual law aligning in your destiny's favor. The scrolls were unsealed, and your name glowed with divine authority. The courtroom in the sky voted unanimously, you were wronged, and restitution is now in motion. Something that was withheld from you is returning multiplied. Type Amen to get blessing 333. A figure in white approached the throne, holding a record of your struggles. Every tear, every betrayal, every secret pain, nothing was overlooked. The case built around your silence was more powerful than you imagined. Your enemies laughed too soon. They thought your delay meant denial, but God was building something sacred that man could not interfere with. Archangel Michael says, the chains placed on your opportunities have been shattered. A spiritual order was signed off by heaven's highest rank. It bears your name in radiant fire. It is done, and no one can appeal it. Comment, justice has come, if you can feel the shift in your bones. Because now the tide has turned, what seemed forgotten is now spotlighted in glory. Type Amen to get blessing 551. In realms you've never seen, angels gathered evidence. They investigated your pain with divine precision. The result was a heavenly compensation plan designed just for you. Do not let human delays distract you. The real movement has already begun above. Soon, the physical will catch up with the spiritual. An angel descended with a seal marked release. The lock placed on your wealth, relationships, and peace was removed. You are being escorted into a new divine atmosphere. There is no going back. What once was will now bow to what is becoming. A spiritual verdict is now rippling through your physical world. Type Amen to get blessing 707. Those who spoke against you didn't realize who they were accusing. They stood in spiritual error, not against you, but against the will of God on your life. Now they face consequences they cannot undo. There is one who tried to delay your breakthrough with manipulation. Their name was also spoken, but not in favor. They are now being removed from your path permanently. You will hear soon of a shocking removal. Someone who blocked your elevation will be forcefully taken out of influence. The divine court has ruled. Your destiny cannot be delayed any longer. Archangel Michael says, heavenly guards are surrounding your home. They are not just protecting, they are enforcing the ruling. Your blessings are under divine lockdown until they are delivered to your hands. Type Amen to get blessing 899. The documents they tried to hide are now being uncovered. Signatures made in darkness are being reversed by heaven's authority. You are about to reclaim something with interest. Every contract, every scheme made behind your back is now voided. A spiritual gavel has struck down the injustice. Your freedom has been stamped with divine fire. A voice from heaven said, "Let them rise now." And nothing can stop it. You were chosen, not by man, but by the Most High. This court had no jury, it had a purpose. That purpose was you, your calling, your restoration, and now the restoration begins without delay. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Your enemies will be confused by your sudden rise. They thought you needed them. They didn't realize you had already been approved in the unseen. Expect a financial transaction that carries spiritual weight. It will appear ordinary, but it's heaven's currency being transferred to you. This is not just a blessing, it's spiritual compensation. Comment: I receive divine justice. If you know this is your confirmation, you are not being lifted because you earned it by man's standards. You are being lifted because heaven refused to ignore your name. An old record has been deleted from the book of delay. You are being entered into the book of access. Doors that never opened before will now open without you knocking. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Archangel Michael says, you must be very careful who you speak to now. Not everyone will be happy for this shift. Some will pretend to support you while watching you through eyes of envy. Someone is planning to reconnect with you after a long silence. But their intention is not pure, it is triggered by your eyes. Be cautious and let discernment lead you. An angel is walking with you in dreams. These dreams are messages of your next move. If you've seen numbers or heard names, don't ignore them, they are divine guidance. There is a new appointment being made for you. A seat is being emptied in the presence of royalty. You will sit where someone once tried to block you from even entering. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. This courtroom in heaven was not symbolic. It was real, and its decisions are irreversible. You may feel tired from the battle, but your name was honored. Heaven considers you a survivor of great spiritual war, and survivors are honored, not pitted. You didn't have to defend yourself, heaven did it for you. What was said behind closed doors about you was silenced by angelic decree, and now your reputation will be restored tenfold. This divine decision has reached Earth's timeline. The shift begins within 48 hours. Expect calls, emails, and doors that were long shut to swing wide open. Type Amen to get blessing 373. Someone who once mocked your faith is about to witness your reward. They will be silenced by what happens to you next. What they said you'd never have will soon be placed in your lap. A spiritual inheritance has been activated. It's been sitting dormant for years, waiting for this ruling. Now it begins to manifest in small, then larger ways. Comment: my name is written in the court of heaven. If this message is claiming your heart, you didn't imagine it. Heaven really has been watching everything. And now, it's your time to shine. You were chosen not because you were loud, but because you endured quietly. Now your quiet loyalty is becoming thunder in the spirit realm. Your time of silent suffering has ended. Type Amen to get blessing 858. This isn't just a spiritual victory, it will have legal and financial impact. A case that was closed is about to be reopened. The truth buried beneath lies will now scream for light. Your signature will be requested for something powerful. Read carefully, because it holds divine ties. What you sign will break curses in your bloodline. The one who tried to make you look guilty will be exposed. Their own words will trap them. Their plan has reversed on them in full. This was never about revenge, it was about righteousness. You will not return to the place of your pain, you will build from victory now. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Archangel Michael says, when this happens, stay grounded, don't flaunt it. Let God do the speaking through results, not replies. You don't need to explain your rise, you need to walk in it. The less you say, the more power it carries. Heaven is preparing you for leadership, the old role was too small for your purpose. The new one will come with responsibilities and honor. Don't fear losing those who cannot go with you, they were not in your courtroom. Only those who wept with you in private will understand your public rise. Type Amen to get blessing 232, someone in your bloodline prayed for this moment. You are their answered prayer. What they never saw, you will hold. There is a woman connected to your family line who is guiding your rise. You may feel her presence even if she's no longer on this earth. She is proud of you, your dreams are about to become strange, but don't panic. They are visions, not chaos. Record everything you see in the next 7 days, there is a final paper arriving soon. It will seem ordinary. But read the last line, it carries your next miracle. Type Amen to get blessing 999. This divine courtroom did not just rule once, it rules daily for those aligned in truth. Keep walking upright. Keep your circle clean. Those who didn't believe in you will ask how you did it. You won't be able to explain it in human terms. Only heaven understands how one whisper changed everything. A major figure is about to call your name publicly. This will be the platform moment you didn't chase but were assigned to. Prepare yourself to be recognized. You didn't beg for attention, you begged for justice. Now attention is the reward of that justice. And with it comes responsibility. Type Amen to get blessing 321, the season has changed for you. Where you were the defendant in their gossip, now you are the judge of your own destiny. And heaven is backing every move, you are no longer on trial. The case is over. The reward has begun, a trumpet sounded as your name was lifted. A light has been placed on your forehead in the Spirit. You are now marked for favor, the courtroom of heaven is quiet now. The verdict has been released. Earth is catching up with the ruling. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The next 21 days are sacred. Protect them with prayer, silence, and focus. Every step you take has divine weight now. You are walking under favor that your ancestors cried for. Use it wisely, don't waste this grace on meaningless battles. What you build now will stand for generations. What you lose now was never yours to begin with, what's coming will feel unreal, because it's heaven's way of thanking you. A celebration is being prepared in the Spirit. It's not just a blessing, it's an honoring, and soon, the world will see what heaven already declared. Type Amen to get blessing 555. A holy trumpet has already sounded with your name etched in gold. The angels didn't just cheer, they saluted you. A celebration was ordered not because of what you did, but because of what you survived. You were chosen for this moment before you were born. Every setback, every silence, every heartbreak was evidence in the courtroom. And now, with divine law on your side, you will walk through doors no one can block. There is a city that will speak your name with admiration. What used to be rejection will now be recommendation. Those who said you weren't enough will be the ones watching you rise first. This verdict carries spiritual backing. It's not fragile like man's promises. It is sealed in heavenly ink and guarded by holy forces until delivered. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. A mysterious shift will happen in your health. What was heavy in your body will lighten without medical cause. This is part of your spiritual compensation, wholeness in body, mind, and destiny. Someone will call you unexpectedly. Don't dismiss it too fast. This voice has been instructed to confirm what heaven already showed you in signs. Your name will appear in an opportunity that feels almost too big. But don't shrink. You were divinely qualified before it reached your hands. Archangel Michael says, you are not walking into a new season, you're walking into divine restoration. Everything that made you cry is now part of your crown. Wear it with wisdom, not pride. Type Amen to get blessing 828. An apology is coming, but not from someone you expect. This person's spirit is troubled, and they won't find peace until they speak the truth. Don't seek revenge, receive the closure and rise. You will walk into a room and feel eyes stare in awe. This won't be fear, it will be recognition of your favor. They will feel what heaven placed upon you. Expect to see butterflies, feathers, or the number 7 in odd places. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. Signs that heaven is showing you alignment is near. What you once dreamed is now becoming your daily life. The spiritual court not only cleared your name, it activated your calling. You are now living under divine inheritance. Type Amen to get blessing 303. A door is unlocking in another country. A connection from afar has been watching you quietly. Soon, they will speak and offer something no one around you ever could. You are about to be transported into circles you never imagined. Your name will be spoken in rooms you've never entered. It will feel sudden, but it was prepared long ago. Comment, heaven ruled for me if you feel the confirmation in your chest. It is not imagination. Heaven really held your case in sacred hands. And now, your destiny is unfolding with fire and grace. A table is being set. But this time, it's not just for you, it's for the generations after you. Your victory is generational. Type Amen to get blessing 787. They tried to curse you with their tongues. But heaven rewrote the language. Every word used against you has now turned into a prophetic announcement of your rising. Someone close to you will soon be shocked by your breakthrough. They thought they could hide their jealousy forever, but the moment you rise, their mask will fall. A divine companion is coming. This person has been assigned to help build your next level. Their entry will mark the start of expansion. You may feel isolation right now, but it's sacred. This distance is God's way of cleaning the stage before your appearance. Don't rush, timing is being perfected. Type Amen to get blessing 979. Your spiritual record has been upgraded. Heaven no longer sees you as under trial. You are now seen as royalty in motion. There is a man watching your journey from a distance. He has a role in your restoration. Very soon, he will reveal why he was silent for so long. Something big will be returned to you in the next 30 days. It may be land, it may be money, it may be a title, but it will carry spiritual roots. Your name will be on it, undisputed. Archangel Michael says, your testimony will break curses for others. Speak when led. But always stay grounded in your truth, because the world is about to listen. Type Amen to get blessing 646, this moment you're in right now. It's transition wrapped in divine disguise. Nothing is falling apart, it's all falling into divine shape. People who used to ignore you will now seek your wisdom. Don't let pride answer, let humility guide. Because their attention is part of your assignment, not your identity. You are not who they tried to make you, heaven already corrected that image. And now the world is catching up to the real you. A building, a land, or an opportunity that once rejected you will open its doors. It will be as if the rules change just for you. That's not luck, it's divine reversal. Type Amen to get blessing 454. You will soon hear words like, "We reviewed your name again, and something stood out." That, something, is the favor of heaven. They don't even understand why they're choosing you, but it's already written. A spiritual transfer is happening tonight. You may feel emotional, sensitive, or unusually peaceful. That's because something powerful is being downloaded into your spirit. Someone in your bloodline fought but didn't win the battle you're winning now. Their dreams are being completed through your hands. That's why the verdict had to go in your favor. You're not just rising. You are rewriting the spiritual contract over your family's name. Every yes you say from now on will carry the weight of generations. Type Amen to get blessing 171. There's a sound in the spirit. It's the alarm of divine elevation. Every delay has now been turned into a runway. Heaven wants you to understand, this was never punishment. It was preparation. You were kept hidden so you wouldn't be touched before time. Now is your time to appear. Not perform, appear. Just by being you, the atmosphere shifts. You were once in survival mode. But now you're in sovereign mode. This is not your effort, it's heaven's will lifting you up. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. That person who dismissed you will hear about your next breakthrough. They'll act like they're happy. But the Spirit will show you who they truly are. Let them watch but don't invite them in. An angel stood beside you when your name was declared. They recorded the moment in eternal light. That record cannot be erased. There is a voice that will call you before the end of the month. Answer it. This voice is part of your divine reversal. Prepare your space, clean your home. Something is coming that deserves an uncluttered entrance. Type Amen to get blessing 818. A mysterious delay has now been removed. You will soon notice everything flowing. Without friction, it's not ease, it's favor without blockages. You may be tempted to explain your sudden blessing. Don't. Let your silence speak louder than any explanation ever could. Archangel Michael says, Heaven is not finished with your case. The judgment is ongoing, not for you, but for those who try to harm you, and justice will continue until all is made right. They thought they won. But they didn't see the appeal from the highest court, and now, heaven has the final word. Type Amen to get blessing 636. You were seen, you were heard. You were chosen. You never had to beg for approval, the Most High had already approved your name. Now the earth must align with heaven's decree. There will be one last test before the fullness unfolds. Don't engage in old arguments. You've already been ruled in favor, don't return to the court of man. Something rare is about to appear. An invitation only granted to the favored. When it comes, don't hesitate. Type Amen to get blessing 121. The courtroom is silent now. The verdict has been executed. And what was once a spiritual promise is now an earthly reality. You have passed through spiritual fire and were not consumed. Now the fire will light your path forward. Walk boldly, heaven's favor is not temporary. It's eternal. And you are walking proof that justice delayed is not justice denied. Comment, I am heaven's chosen if this resonates with every fiber of your soul. Because you didn't just survive, you have been elevated by divine law. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. The energy around you is no longer ordinary. It carries divine voltage. You might feel a tingling in your hands, or a strange calm washing over you. That's the weight of the heavenly verdict landing in your reality. Every cursed word spoken over your name has been reversed. What they spoke in bitterness has now become fertilizer for your breakthrough. You are not stepping into the future, they are being left behind in the past. You will see it happen right before your eyes. The same people who once doubted you will now echo your name with forced praise. Not because they've changed, but because the glory on you leaves them speechless. Archangel Michael says, the war over your identity is officially over. You are no longer defined by past mistakes or silent pain. You are now known in the heavens as approved, anointed, and untouchable. Type Amen to get blessing 2024. The ruling that came down wasn't just about you, it was about everything connected to you. Your children, your home, your future spouses, your business, it all fell under divine coverage. That is why the shift will feel like a flood of favor. What was once hard will now flow. Where you struggled to gain a foothold, doors will open without resistance. The spiritual inheritance is spilling over into every area of your life. Someone who walked away from you thinking they were winning is about to face their own court. But this court will not rule gently for them. Their actions against you have a spiritual cost. There is no revenge needed, heaven handles justice with precision. Your only job now is to walk forward in dignity, eyes fixed ahead. What is behind you is sealed and closed forever. Type Amen to get blessing 4747. You're about to walk into a place where you were once rejected, but this time, they'll greet you differently. You'll see heads turn, whispers hush, and hearts recognize that something holy is on your life. A specific date is coming where the final portion of this ruling will manifest. You'll wake up feeling something shifted in your favor. Pay close attention to what happens on that morning. Your name has spiritual light now, it is recognized by angelic realms. Demons flinch at the sound of it. Don't doubt what's happening, don't second-guess the blessings. This is not coincidence, it is a direct result of divine judgment. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. Someone is still trying to whisper your name in places of opposition. But it's no longer working. The divine firewall around you is stronger than their strategy. Your success was never up for negotiation, it was sealed in heavenly courts long before your enemies plotted. Now their plans collapse under the weight of your blessing. The dreams you've had lately aren't fiction, they're encrypted prophecies. Pay attention to the colors, names, and symbols, they are heaven's instructions. Expect a divine interruption, a plan you made may suddenly change. Don't panic, it's the hand of heaven replacing your idea with a better reality. Type Amen to get blessing 9191. This isn't just a chapter, it's a new scroll. A divine rewrite of your life story has begun. You are the main character, no longer the hidden extra. You are being protected in ways you cannot see. Some meetings were cancelled for your safety. Some friendships ended by heaven's command. Don't go back to explain yourself to those who didn't believe in your worth. Let the elevation be your explanation. Your walk now speaks louder than any speech, comment. Heaven finalized it. If you know in your heart this message isn't just words, it's confirmation. The verdict wasn't symbolic. It was permanent. Type Amen to get blessing 3535. Someone tried to forge your spiritual identity, pretending to be you in divine realms. But their deception was exposed by angels. The court cast them out in disgrace. Now, your spiritual identity shines without interference. You are seen as the true carrier of the mantle, and that mantle is too powerful to be hidden anymore. You'll begin to feel it in your spine, like fire. This sensation is your divine identity strengthening. It is heaven reminding your soul who you are. Don't be surprised when you speak, and people feel shaken. Your voice now carries divine frequency. It resonates on a level few understand. Type Amen to get blessing 6363.